Hey there guys, welcome back to Vietnamese 101. This is the third lesson. In this lesson we'll be touching base with a little bit of grammar, just so that you understand the sentence structure and how to say things so that you're better understood in Vietnamese. If you wish to describe something in Vietnamese, firstly you have to establish what you're describing first. So that means you don't say, oh, there's this old, rich, homeless dog down the street. You see, that's just confusing. You're describing too much, and then you get to the noun. What they need is to be obvious first. So you have to tell them, what are you talking about first? That means you tell them what the noun is before you describe it. So you wish to talk about your neighbor, you say, my neighbor, old, rich, lives alone, stinks. Okay? When you say these adjectives, they understand my neighbor, who is old, who is also rich, who stinks, and lives alone. You just list them, and people understand it's all these traits that belong to this noun. So you want to talk about food, you want to talk about something beautiful, establish the noun first. So what we're used to doing in English is describe it first, and then get to it, which is useful if you're going to tell a joke. In Vietnamese, it's a little harder. You have to tell them what you're talking about first, then you describe it later. Meaning, noun, followed by adjectives. Because you're learning Vietnamese, you can get away with grammatical errors, especially if you're non-Asian looking. By grammatical errors, what I'm talking about are classifiers. They're really annoying, but they just somehow are compulsory with the Vietnamese language. If you wish to talk about meat, you have to say thịt, as in, I want to eat chicken with a side of pork ribs. You have to say, I want to eat meat chicken with meat pork ribs. Sounds a little wanky, but you have to say that. Fruits, I like eating apples and peaches and bananas. I like to eat fruit apples, fruit bananas, fruit peaches. Getting a hang of it? Talking about animals. Animal, insects, and young people are classified into one classifier. I don't know why. It's con. So, con chó, a dog, or an animal dog. Con gái, a girl. Same classifier. Con kiến, and ants. Insect, ants. Con is basically something alive. That should help. Again, fruits is trái. In the south, they'll pronounce it as trái. Just lazy. Trái. In the north, you gotta pronounce it like a dra. Trái. So, trái cây, fruits from a tree. Trái bơm, fruit apple. I'm not sure if it's this generation or it's just the people around me or because they're talking to me, but people are starting to drop classifiers in certain contexts. Don't take my word on it. You don't necessarily have to learn it, but since you're going to be listening to it on a regular basis, you might as well pick up on it. It should come in handy. Useful words to use in general in Vietnamese are ở, cái này, cái đó, không, which also means zero, and or yeah. To get the sound say get the sound from down here, and then put a question mark accent on it, as in and then that means lives and is located. So you want to say something is found somewhere, you say my wallet lives over there. My feet lives down there. It's located down there, it lives down there. Is very simple and very easy to use. So you don't have to worry too much about, can I specifically use it in this context or that context? Just use this, that. Classifier this, classifier that. Cái này, so it's going up. cái này. This, cái này. That, cái đó. Cái đó. The only time you would use cái kia, that means that other one. So, kia. So it's ki and kia. Cái kia. So, cái này. Cái đó. Cái kia. The beauty with this word không, you can pronounce as either không, or không. This isn't very correct. The way I say it's not very correct, but people understand me. It's so flexible. It just means no. So 0, nothing, no. No, none, nothing is không. Don't, won't, can't is also không. So you don't have to worry about, certain context. The only time where you want to elaborate on what you're trying to say, meaning you can or you can't, you won't or you don't like it, then you chuck in extra words to give you that extra, meaning. So going to school, will không đi học. I'm not going to school. Will không đi học được. I can't go to school. Được is possible. Will không thích đi học. Thích means like. So, by chucking extra words, I've just added meaning to what I'm saying. I think that's enough for one lesson. I hope this is useful to you guys. I hope you give it enough time to seep into your head and practice. Find someone to practice with. If you can't, go online. There are plenty of Vietnamese students who would love the opportunity for you to speak with them, because then they get a chance to speak English to, see their competency, and you can fix them while you're speaking Vietnamese to them, and they can fix you as well. It's mutually beneficial. So good luck, and if there's any questions, just type away, send the comment. You can always add me on Facebook as well. I've got the link on my videos now.